Hello everybody, welcome back to Ashley's Thought Talks. We're on spoken word poem number 24, Future Strangers. You might see them pass by on a walk, or in the grocery store. Maybe you're with them on a crowded bus, or maybe there is just one of them with you, sharing a smile or eye contact here and there, and then they're gone. They all have places to go, even the ones who are unsure about their current destination. Sometimes I look to the sky. Sometimes it's a bright beaming blue with an abundance of light, and other times it's dark, but there's still stars in the sky, and some nights the moonlight is loud. We all look up at this very sky, together, this very moon, this very sun, and the distant planets and stars that scatter the universe, dimensions, and things unknown to us as of yet. The central finite curve. Lately, I've been reading comments and replying to them, making friends I never would have met if it hadn't been for technology and a shared passion. Thanks for that. And I love the poetic community. We just share positive words with one another and just keep writing. That made me think to myself, what if in the future there were no strangers? What if nobody was famous anymore? What if there was no middle class, low class, or upper class? And what if everybody had everything they needed? Imagine everybody knowing everybody. Imagine the song Imagine, and we could all truly live as one. There are over 7.5 billion of us. I tell myself that nothing is mere coincidence. There's a pattern in the universe, and it's not all just chaos. Every person we met and have yet to meet has fallen in our paths for a reason, even if it's only for a second. And who knows? Maybe they will fall out of your life or my life, and maybe we'll see them again, and maybe it won't be for a few seconds. Maybe you'll make a long-lasting friend without the current realization that you've passed them before. And maybe you have never crossed paths with them in this life, but you did in a past life and will again in a future life. Earth is over 4.5 billion years old. It feels like I've been here before, but in different ways. We're all connected. We all have purpose. You're not just some stranger to me. Maybe I passed a 7-year-old in a store hugging his mother's hip tightly. Maybe in a past life, he was a 27-year-old woman and I was a man, and we were the best of friends. The same soul in a different body. That's just one example as I share my thoughts and talk about them. But imagine if past lives existed and we evolved to the point where we could document our past lives and maybe even live them out again in a simulation room. Imagine past life classes where we have the technology to learn about past lives to further evolution. We won't talk to someone because of class, money, or who they know. We'll talk to them to learn about how we were intertwined, how our lives met then and will in the future. My head is so far up in the clouds of the future, I think about these things all of the time, waiting for the mist to clear so I can see it all. I daydream and night dream about the what-ifs, but are they truly what-ifs? The fog clears just a bit for me to see that utopia. Futuristic buildings, flying cars, flying cyborgs, clones, no death, and everyone doing what they enjoy, living in peace together. We write about alien apocalypse so much it might as well trickle out of our nostrils and ears. But you never know, maybe we're being watched right now as we speak. It feels like a test, not an elimination. You know, it's funny. I live my normal life currently, loving my mother and boyfriend, while I take time to enjoy our time together and our little excursions. But there's a name I always hear, and you now know how I feel about coincidences. I have a book I've been trying to write called The Secret Navy, but the words only come at specific times. Alfred is a mad scientist in the story, and his presence thinks to me every day in some way. He whispers things into my ear about the future, cool inventions, and gives me coded thoughts about the place I call the Secret Navy, where they make clones, transfer consciousnesses into cyborgs, and bring back people from the dead. It doesn't end there, but I think you get my point. Sometimes life can feel like the most beautiful video game, but it wasn't all by mistake. Asteroids with water or comets didn't accidentally hit Earth and then yield life. We're not just the right amount from the sun for no reason. We all have a purpose. We all have that drive. Coincidence? I think not, but that's up to you to decide with yourself. I don't have all the answers. Right now, I just have thought talks. But that's enough to keep me tethered to belief and an excited vision for the future. Happiness, acceptance, no sickness, loving, learning, inventing, and evolving. Maybe past lives all have a healthy dose of happiness with pain sprinkled in, because in the future there will be so much happiness and order, and the pain of the past lives were our learning tools. I don't know, but if you're seeing this video in the future, I hope you enjoy these thought talks. Even if they sound strange or off-kilter for this time, try to think about it. You watch this video for a reason, and I'll still think to you. One reason being because all thoughts must go somewhere, and thinking of presences makes me happy. I think that many agree that passions and dreaming are a beautiful thing that we get to have in this day and age, as well as being able to share those things with others and get their input. People used to dream about going to the moon. Now look at us. Maybe we're strangers in this day and age, but that doesn't mean we always will be. Always making you think. Until next time. Bye, everybody. Ashley out. For now. Smiley face.